Hey YouTube, it's been a little bit since I made a video, but tell you what I'm up to now. You can probably see in the video that there's some oil all over the place. And what happened was I had the truck running yesterday. I finished putting it together, had it running, set the timing a little bit, set the idle. I want to do some more with it when everything's all on. I didn't have all the hoses hooked up. I just had them plugged. Anyway, Comp Cams recommends that you run the engine for half an hour between 2,000 and 2,500 RPMs, like oscillating back and forth at that. So I did that, and then the next thing that they recommend is that you take the valve cover back off, run the engine, and check and see if the push rods are spinning. Okay, and if they're spinning, that's a good sign, and they're saying that the cam is broke in properly. Now, I don't know if that's absolutely true. I'm just saying what I read on Comp Cams. But I put the, I don't know if you can see that there's a little paint mark there. Actually, it was a little bit of primer and some over here. But here's the thing, like the paint mark, I put the paint marks all in the front and they were spinning. So you can see that they're all in different places, so and I watched them, you know, they were spinning. So the push rods with them rotating is basically saying that the first run of the cam, and you know, don't take this as a major cupping, but it cupped the lifters just enough to make them swirl as they ride on the cam, which is a good sign. So now that that's done, and the carburetor seemed to be working good yesterday, you know, I had taken it apart, and it's always an iffy thing when you take a carburetor apart and you put it back together and you put it on the engine. That's a headache by itself, you know, if it's not properly set, especially the air mixture. But what's even worse is when you've had the engine tore down and the head off, and now you have to, you know, you're checking for leaks, you're checking for antifreeze leaks, you're checking for the timing, you're trying to get everything set up so it stays running, and you don't want to waste a lot of time doing that, because you need to get the cam broken by running it at a high speed. So it took me about maybe 10 minutes to get the car set up enough that it would run. You know, I turned the idle screw, or not the idle screw, but the adjustment for the idle, I turned it in all the way so that it would run at 2,000 RPM, and I put this tachometer on here that I had and hooked that up so that I could, you know, make sure I was where I was supposed to be. So anyway, all I gotta do now is wipe the motor down, and then I'm going to put the gasket maker on the valve cover and put the valve cover back on, put the hoses on, do a final tune-up adjustments on it, and it should be good. Okay guys, so that's about it for the Jeep. Have a good one. Bye.